All right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are. Welcome to another great edition of the Logan's Hour. Today promised to be another great edition as always. And if you're just following us for the first time, we want to say thank you for joining us. If you are always been following us, we want to say you are always welcome to join us. And today we are not going to play too much intro as usual. You know, we usually come up here and play our intro as is going on. But today we're going to go straight into the program. We're going to go through, we have so many things to talk about. So if you just joined us, I want to say thank you for joining us and sticking still as we have so many good things to talk about here. And sorry for that. I try to make sure I'm clear. So, sorry, I need to get some water, So, I need to get some water. Today is a very good day. We want to say to some of you who just joining us, we want to say thank you for joining Logan's Hour. And some of you who will join us later, we want to say, hey, welcome to the Logan's Hour. This is where we discuss issue that matters. And you know it, today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Tuesday, what we discuss on Tuesday, motivational hour. It's where we discuss issues that has to do with young people and how can they help to be how can we help them to be meaningful in society. So don't go away. Join us today as we will be discussing some very, very, very important and interesting topic here. And we will have with us today one of our friend and brother, Mr. Savasin Doba. And Mr. Savasin Doba will also be here talking about few things relating to public speaking. And he is the current uh, chairman on education and something else. So today he will be here talking about public speaking. So we will encourage all of you who for your first time joining us. If you don't know where you are on the Logan's Hour, and feel free and come in with your comments and whatever you have. So until we can get Mr. Savas and Double, I want to tell you that today is Tuesday and today is motivational hour. And on motivational hour, this is how we roll. All right. Okay. Welcome back again. Welcome back again to this edition of the Logan's Hour. Uh, you can share the show with someone who want to be part of it. And we have few interesting things to talk about. And listen, if you would love to chip in, you can also do when the show is going on. But today, oh sorry, I have myself playing in the background. Sorry about that. All right. So let's first of all recognize some of our people who usually follow us. We want to say to you all, if you first time on the Logan's Hour, remember you are on the Logan's Hour, and on the Logan Hours, everybody is welcome. This is where we discuss issues, we discuss politics, we discuss issue of national concerns, but primarily we discuss issue that has to do with our community. Yeah, now you got it right. Now you got it right. You know why we are here. Today is motivational hour. We're going to speak to some of our brothers and our sisters who have lost hope. Some of them who on drugs and feel that there's no way out. We will be speaking to you guys today. And luckily for us, we have one of our dear brother who going to chip in later on, Mr. Savasin Daba, who will also be here talking about public speaking, and he trying to motivate and encourage young people. So this is it here at the Liberian Association of Indiana Public Speaking Group. So this group here, they are from the Cultural and Religious Education Committee. They will also be here to talk about why public speaking is important, why the young people should get involved with public speaking. And this is a good initiative they are embarked on to train young people how to speak publicly. For some of all who English is our first language, we shouldn't have difficulties when it comes to public speaking. But again, when it comes to the Queen's language, well, you don't know it all, especially your enunciation. So, well, Savasin Double will be here today He will join us shortly. He will talk about issues relating to public speaking. So stick and still. If you have questions to ask Mr. Sebastian Daba, you can also ask those questions. If you have nothing, you want to contribute, you want to make a comment or whatever, you can also, place a call. We will also be glad to have you on here as well. But again, if you don't know who am I, I'm Philip C. You guys, Augustine Otero Logan. I'm your lead presenter on the Logan's Hour. And today we will be here to discuss very, very interesting things here. And don't forget, we are bereaved, the Liberian community of Indiana. We are bereaved. We have our sister, Brandy Alpha, who lost her dear mommy. And on August 7th, and one day to my birthday, and looking at her, Sis Azy, the lady who we lost, how she was so dear to me. It hurts me so, so, so bad. And everybody else know how I felt. And some of my friends even joked me that I cry. They saw me crying. Yes, it is true. But all of those, it's like you're missing the passing of that person who was so dear to you. And now we have her funeral and her wake keeping arrangements. They are all been up there now. If you can see on my screen here, those of you who can see clearly. If you can see, I'm going to read the information on the screen here for you. So we have on that flyer, we have celebration of life, Isabella Ningba, March 1st, 1958, sunrise and sunset, August 7, 2024. Please join us as we say goodbye to a loving sister, mother, and a friend. The wake keeping going to be on Friday, September 6, 2024, from 5 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. And the location of that wake keeping is Holy Angels Church, 740 West 28th Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46208. That's for the wake for the wake keeping. Now for the funeral services. The funeral service will be on Saturday. Remember, Saturday. So the funeral service will be on Saturday, September 7, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. So the funeral service will last from 10 to 2 p.m. And the location will be Holy Angel Church, 740 West 28th Street, the same location of the wake. So it's going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, 46208. And the repast will be at 1 o'clock p.m. at the Holy Angels Church. So everything will be taking place at this very same location. So for guests who coming from all the time, you can also book your hotel at Speedway Inn or downtown Indianapolis. So everything will be taking place right at the same location. So those of you who would love to be there, get ready to go and see our dear auntie, our sister, our mom, be laid to rest. Be laid to rest. And may the Almighty God bless her as she take her leave. And the reason why sometimes when I'm talking about these things, I get sometimes emotional because it will happen to everybody. Everybody. We will one day be called late, and everybody will have to bear that tattoo of being called late. So we have to get used to it as well. So on September 7th, our auntie, Azy, will be going to lay her head down. You know, when we're young, they had this song, they say, lay down, my dear brother, lay down and take your rest. She'll be going to take her rest until we meet again. Until we meet again. Whether in heaven or whether somewhere else. Hold on. We're going to take this short commercial and we will be right back. So don't go. All right, all right. I am back. I am back. So, my dear friend will be joining me shortly. Mister Savasin Darba. He will be here to talk about some of the things we're talking about. But let me just go back to what I was trying to say about Sis Easy. Sis Easy will be laid to rest soon on on September the 8th. And I posted the information just now. Some of you who don't have the information, I took my time. I read the information here. So the flyer is on the screen. You can also see the flyer here. On the 6th will be the wig, and on the 7th will be the funeral. So you can take note right now. You can take note. And this will be a very good thing for members of the Liberian community of Indiana, or if not every member to partake into to take part here. and and see our dear sister, our mom, says Isabel laid rice. I can say this for sure. It's not force that you show up. It's not. But it will be a very good thing for you to show up. Because the reason why you go lay people to rest, or the reason why you go to bury people, because you yourself, one day, you will be called late. And people will have to take you to go and bury you. And before I go any far here, today is the birthday of let me say the anniversary of my friend, brother, the vice president of the Liberian community of Indiana, Mr. Prince Richard Boya. I want to say to you, Mr. Boya, I see your wife celebrate your anniversary today. I wish you God's blessing, and I wish you all the best, my dear friend. I pray that God bless you people with long life, prosperity, and whatever life has to offer. Enjoy your new today. Enjoy your anniversary. All right. So since they say will be later rest, I can say for sure, with or without, she will be laid to rest. And we have this information going out about voluntary donations. If you haven't seen that yet, it's been carried out by Sis or Mrs. Dalisha Sanyon. She's the one who collecting the money for the donation. So you can also reach out to Mrs. Dalisha Sanyon to make your donation as well. So I know we haven't been here too constant like the way we used to be, but we have some recent developments that we will bring to you shortly when we lay our dear sister to rest. I know somebody, hey Viola Wilfie, my dear sister, how are you? Somebody reached out to me and they were like, oh, we haven't heard anything, any little development about the case in court. Yeah, I know, Viola. I know you're monitoring. Thank you for always, Viola, for being one of our biggest fans. Thank you so much, Viola. Yeah, we got you. So, for those of you who hold on just a second. Let me put the information out here before we can go any further. All right. So I was talking about me being constant and regular the way I used to be. I must say I realized that there's some slack being in there in the making since I came from Africa, and I'm not as regular as I used to be. But I can rest assure you, we will come back. We will bounce back very strong, rep and rally again, and get ready to do what we used to do and what we love to do. Because as I stated, well, this show was founded to give back, to disseminate information. Because today, in the day and age we live in, you know that information dissemination is very cardinal. So I can sit here and don't do what I love to do and don't do what I tell people that I would do. That's why I funded this program. The program called Logan's Hour. It's not mine. It's for everybody else who follow this program. It's for somebody who's sitting out there, got something moving them, got something to talk about, and nobody can hear you, and you're looking for a way for people to hear you. So this program is for you as well. Those our little brothers and sisters who are gone astray, who take themselves and go into the ghettos and smoking and drinking. And I remember a few days before I can bring my brother, Mr. Sebastian Darba. I went to Liberia. Some of you, it's not no hidden secret. Some of you saw me in Liberia, and I was surprised. I met a lady in Morocco at the Miami V terminal, and the lady called me looking out, and I was surprised. I'd be like, "Hello," she said, "and you can be on Looking Out. You are the host on Looking Out." I said, "Yeah." She said, "You got our platform. That's a beautiful platform." I said, "Thank you." And she met me in Morocco. And I was confused. I said, "Oh, so a lot of people watch these shows." She said, "Yeah, I've started following your show from the day you have Tiawan Gongolo and Heron Costa. I followed the show with Heron Costa. I followed the show with Tiawan Gongolo. I followed the show with Gregory Como. I followed the show with former Representative Vincent Whaley." I said, She said, "Yeah, your platform's smart, but you have interviewed a lot of big people." I said, "Thank you for that. Thank you for following the platform." He said, "I always follow, but some of us, we are the secret followers." He always talk about those of you following the platform secretly. Yeah, so I said thank you for that. And notwithstanding, today we have our princess following us. The Logan, our princess, Tutu Makati, is also following us here today. So Tutu Makati, we want to say welcome again to your own platform. This is your place. So we have our brother Sebastian Double will join us. But before Sebastian join us, let's talk a little about my little experience into the motherland, Liberia. I will not be one of those who will come up here and castigate my beloved country. I love Liberia so much. And Liberia love me. I can say that for sure. And Liberia, according to Senator Ibrahim Darius Dillon, Liberia is the only country that I cannot and will not be deported from. But there are a lot of things that I saw that discourages me. And I will not shy away from saying it. I have some pictorial evidence. I have some videos and things, but I will not be displaying them here today. I would not be displaying them here today because I would just further elaborate on what I saw than to come here and show some pictorial evidence. I have videos from Liberia, Morocco, and most people never knew most of my video that I capture. They didn't see me with phone in my hand because a lot of people would love to see with phone and recording and stuff. I was doing most of my recording from my sunglasses that I had on. But there are some things that I saw which are so beautiful. A lot of people they are constructing, a lot of houses, infrastructure wise, they are building in so many places. But with all those constructions, people are not taking into consideration alleys. People are building almost everywhere on the alley, and places that should be used for tourist attraction. It has been used for market ground, and they have been used for so many other things that are disgusting. Yes, like I can say it that way. But there are a few things that got to my soul that up to present, sitting here to talk about it, it makes me feel so sad. It makes me feel so sad. I was shocked when I went to Liberia to see some of my friends who I haven't seen in a while. Some of my dear good friends who I thought after being away for some time and returning, don't trust, don't take days out of context now. There are some of them who are doing pretty good. Some of my friends are doing pretty good. Some of my friends who went to school, some of them they are commissioners, some of them they are big government officials. But I'm talking about the little guys because I have been this person from school days who always love to fight for the little people. Always. I love the people who cannot afford. I always love to fight for them. Meaning, I love to see, I want to see a society where everybody would be healthy and at least everybody can be rich, everybody can be at an equilibrium. Um, but at least the dignity of life. The man should be able to afford for his family. The man should be able to go to work. The society should be enabling. But sorry, surprisingly, some of my friends they have turned to Zogo to the point where I have one of my little brother who have also become a Zogo. I went to Duper Road, sitting in the evening, having some beautiful conversations with family and friends. And when I looked from the back, I saw the guys coming in line. They were about 6, 7, walking, coming. And it was a concern. A lot of people got up and like, what's going on? And when I turned, I saw some of my dear friends, people who I know very well. We grew up together. They are all Zogos. It hurts me. And I know sometimes when we find ourselves in certain positions, we feel that well left, we have reached the peak of life. We have to care about the people that are back home, and we have to care about what is going on, and the menace that is eating our society or is crippling our society. Let's just leave it, and life going to fix itself. Those who there will be there, and those who up here will be up here. But let me say to you today, I leave you with these. If you find yourself in an environment where you are the only rich person in that environment, you have to be scared. You have to be scared. Because the reason why you have to be scared is that in the midst of all the poor people and you are the only rich person, you are the rich. At any time, they can come for you because you will find resentment, you find hate, you find crime on the increase, because the basic necessity of life is not available for the rest of the other people, but only you and your family can afford it. So you become their target. Some of them will want to protect you, but there's something called stomach infrastructure. If I'm hungry, I want to eat, the first thing that runs to my mind is survival. Survival of the fittest. I have to survive. If I survive, we can talk about the rest of them. And the law and order, they have to work on that. But my major concern is the number of people who I saw that are on drugs. That I was heartbroken. And I saw good old friends on drugs. And not just drugs. Another thing that is creeping and eating the fabric of our country is the number of people who are on alcohol. Alcohol is one of the drugs that is crippling our people back home as well. Because tons of people feels that, oh, you know what, they're peeing, they're suffering the pressure, all this unemployment, all this heartbreak, all this what I'm going through. The best way to solve this problem I'm going through is drink alcohol. But they don't understand the side effect of it. They don't understand the damages they are causing to their body. Because the thing about it is, after you get drunk today, the problem do not go away. Tomorrow you get drunk, the problem do not go away. The after tomorrow you get drunk, the problem do not go away. The only thing that happened to you a few days later on, the problem just come more clearer to you than the way it was a little distant for you to address. Alcohol. I saw people 3 o'clock in the day drunk. And I saw one of my friends. He was so drunk. When I say real drunk. When somebody drunk and the voice and all slurred, that's how he was. 3 o'clock in the day. And he talking to me, he just being touchy. He just touching me. Just keep touching me. And I wanted to be like, hey, dude, keep your hands to yourself. But I was like, I didn't want to say that before he think I'm being rude. Or he think that, oh, because you come from America, so you want people touching. But that was a little embarrassing to me to see him cannot stand and even compose a fitting sentence. And he's someone who I know well-versed, well-educated. But because of the basic vicissitude of life have driven him to that point where he will get drunk almost every day. Listen, man. I'm glad today is motivational hour. We will not have it all. We were not born to have it all. Life was never created for you to have it easy. No one person should sit and believe that everything will walk to you on a silver platter. You have to fight for it. You have to be tough. You can go suck on to drugs. You can go suck on to alcohol as a man. The other people you see up here today or in other places, they never sat down and wait for people to come and put it on the door for them to eat. Fight it. Get up in the morning. You have brains. God created you with 5 senses. And when we're in school, they say you have 6 senses. One of the senses there is called common sense. Why would you have a phone, have an internet? You have more than 2,000 people who are friends with you on your Facebook or whatever platform you have. There you say you broke. You shouldn't be broke. You have over 2,000 people who are your friends. Make connections. Get into inbox. Look among your friends and see who are those just there adding up to be your friends and not chatting with you. Remove them and find those that chat with you and keep them in your friend list. That's how you calculate if you get stranded today, how can you get from all of those problems? Because you have to have some new ideas. You have to tell somebody, say, hey, listen, these are the things I want to do. These are my plans. Help me. But you can get out in the morning, you walk all the way to my house, living here, there be. Then, my man, you're here from America, I can't speak to you. Okay, you can't speak to me. Okay, brother, how are you? Fine. Oh, my man, I'm about to go back. Okay, see you. Oh, brother, I said, I'm about to go back. I said, okay, bye. Mama, you got to find something for me. Find something for you for what? Oh, I want to go and get food. Okay, after getting food, and what next? Tomorrow, what are you going to do? What are your plans for next week? What are your plans for 1 year? What do you intend to do with your life? No plans. 0 plans. Somebody just tell you, just getting up in the morning. Getting up in the morning, and what are you going to do with the rest of your day? No plans. So you get up from your house in the morning, why are you even disciplined? Why are you even knowing what you're supposed to do? So those are some of the things that I ran through and I saw. Listen, I understand sometimes some people can always say, Liberians, we are unique to ourselves. But one thing that I believe that we have to break away from is the vicious cycle. That things have happened the way it happened and will continue to happen the way it happened. No matter what, we can change it. We can change it. It's about us changing our mind. The only way we change what is around us is how we think. It is the thinking of a person that making see circumstances different from the way the other person see it. One man can see something bad happen to him and see it as fate. The other man sees something bad happen to him and see it as discouragement. So it is the thinking of a man who makes him see circumstances different. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. Are those people different? They are all human created by God. But what makes them to find a certain different social status is because of how they think. We too can think that way. Liberians can be different. Even when it comes to the traffic light, we don't tend to say, okay, traffic light coming, so let's stop. When I even stop, people blowing up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm crazy. Even I got to roundabout, the big junction, roundabout bend for first come, first serve. Other man came from behind me, knowing that it's first come, first serve, you want to overtake me in the roundabout. I'm like, what is going on? These people crazy or what? Listen, we can do better. And we will do better. Liberians, we will do better. That country will improve. You know what? I will come back to my Liberia experience. I see Mr. Savasin Daba. Mr. Savasin Dumba is in our studio right now. And as I stated, he will be here to talk about few issues. Key on those issues would be uh, try to encourage young people about public speaking. So those of you who don't know him, he's one of those people in the Liberian community who run his own private business. He run a tax consultancy. So today he will be here talking about the Liberian Association of Indiana. So he's the chairman on the education committee. So the Liberian Association of Indiana Public Speaking Group, Cultural, Religious, and Education Committee. He's the chairperson. So he will be here trying to talk about the skills in public speaking skills, and that's going to be every Friday. And it's going to be at uh, let me give you the location first before I bring him in. But anyway, he's gonna come in, so he's gonna talk about it more. So we just giving the opportunity to come on here. We just privileged to asking more questions when it comes to these public speaking engagements. And you following the show, if you have questions you want to ask him, you can also post your question in the comment section. We'll also read your question as we go through today's program. So with all I do, we're gonna take a short intro. When we come back, the next person you see on the screen will be Mr. Savazin Daba. So if you don't know where you are on the Logan's Hour, and today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday it is motivational hour. Mr. Savasin Domba, how are you, my dear brother?
How you doing, Mr. Logan?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you today? How's your day, and how's everything with you?
First of all, I give God the glory, yeah, to be counted among the living, yeah. And you?
Yeah, I'm wonderful, and I'm grateful to God to have a beautiful wife who's strong, hardworking, and can make sure I eat every day. So I'm
Wow,
grateful for that.
that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So what's up, man? How have you been?
Uh, like I said, yeah, I give God the glory for life. At least, uh, every day that comes, I appreciate God and thank God for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my wonderful children plus my wife. So
Yep.
give
Thank
God the
God.
praise.
All right, so let's go straight into it. Let's know why you are here. I know some people following us say Dumba sounds like from Lo-Fi, and other people kind of confused. Tell us just a short about yourself. Where you from? Which part of Liberia you from?
My name is Savasi Mawulo Doma. So just the Mawulo alone say
Mm-hmm.
that he from Lofa County, but definitely I don't speak Loma. That's the only thing because yeah, sometimes I say that, but man, you Loma man. Yes, I am a Loma man, just the name or the title, but I don't speak Loma. That's the thing. My late father, from top member, but
Mm-hmm.
based on history for my family, I think my late grandfather, yeah, from Lofa, but I was born in Grand Bassa County, like at that time when my late father was a teacher, yeah, on the plantation at that time. Yeah,
Oh, so your father taught on the plantation.
yeah, in like, yeah,
Oh wow, then that's good. At least he ran a service to the people of Liberia. That's beautiful to hear.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful to hear. That's one of the great things to do to impart knowledge into the younger generation. That's
yeah.
the real good thing. So,
Uh,
think. Go
it
ahead.
was before the 1990 war. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
started working and then disrupt our country, and that's the uh aftermath. Yeah, we are suffering from now, like what you are saying about Liberia issue, but right now it's not about Liberia just yeah. but,
Yeah.
but actually that's a good discussion that we all have to dive in because
It is. It
that's where we're
is.
from and that's where we graduated from and we have brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But our problems is based on ourselves, based on my own understanding.
It's true.
Yeah. So we have to solve our own problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
You're right. And the issue of politicians keeping our people in this vicious cycle, we have to disengage from that. We have to make the country enabling for the rest of the people. One thing I saw that was so embarrassing is that able-bodied men, educated, can't have work to do, and that was so sad. That was so sad.
yeah, but Mr. Logan, let's look at those that have the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to serve in various ministries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We that have the opportunity to travel abroad and we have the opportunity to go to school and see other environment,
Mm-hmm.
and we are the problem. We corrupt the system because we have student loans, we have mortgage, yeah, to pay. So those people, yeah, that in position instead of them making a difference. So that's one of the thing we need to tackle first, yeah. But we just think that those that speak a lot of jargons or grammar, they
Mm-hmm.
can implement tax. For me, I prefer those that do the work and talk less than someone that just talk plenty or are doing no implementation.
You are
So,
right.
but
You are
that's
right.
another stuff that yeah we have
Yeah,
to problem. Yeah.
you are right.
Thanks again for giving me a few minutes of your show. I do appreciate that, and to come and talk about art committee, which is Cultural, Religion, and Education Committee. Like you said, uh, I'm the chairman, so it's a one man show. Yeah,
Yeah.
but in search of other people here to come on board to see how best yeah we can make an impact in our community. So I'm going to bring up two things yeah to our community.
All right. First of all, before we can get to that, those of you following us, we want to let you know that today we have the chairman here. He's chairman on education. So when you hear him talking about public speaking, because he represents education and he have understand the lapses in our community, looking at young people cannot represent themselves in terms of speaking publicly or defending themselves in terms of articulating themselves very well. So he have embarked on this journey to have some public speaking session that young people will be able to learn about public speaking and get away of the fear and at least engage. So today we are privileged to have with us today Mr. Svasin Dumba, and he will be telling us about himself first. Then we can go into the topic while we are here today. So, Mr. Dumba, so can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you become interested in public speaking?
Uh, President, I work at uh, IDS Integrated Distribution Services as accounting specialist,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got my MBA from University of Southern Indiana, uh, which I give God the glory for that. But to me, public speaking is very important because uh, in every aspect of a career, you can be a business person, you can be a, a career person anywhere, or nurses, or doctors, or accountant. Public speaking is very important. So uh, I thought it was okay. So this is the platform of the current administration
Mm-hmm.
on empowering the community and also uniting the community. So I think such a program will also bring the community together, and which Mr. Parker and Mr. Boyard, the VP, accepted and they embraced this. So I'm going to talk about it more on what makes this important because personally at my current job, uh, I have to do a presentation. Yeah, sometime I have to give a report.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yeah, you have to be prepared for an opportunity. Don't wait
Sure.
for opportunity to come for before
You get prepared.
you want to be prepared now, and it will be
Mm-hmm.
too late. Always be prepared for an opportunity. So
All
yeah.
right, that's good. That's good. That's a good one. So drive us through. What inspired you to create a public speaking program for kids?
All right. So this program is for the entire community at large.
Mm-hmm.
Is called LAR Public Public Speaking Practice Group. Uh, so the purpose of this group is to number one, empower interested individuals
Okay.
to to enhance their public speaking skill. So if you want to improve your communication skill or your public speaking skill, uh, we have requirements. It's not
Okay.
just uh, someone can just come to no. We have our rules already drafted and in place. And then the second part of this is also community growth and to unite two programs because uh, this program will be about uh, community growth and uniting uh, the community as a whole. And this program will start this coming Friday, but probably this coming Friday will just be about a presentation that I'm going to give on what required, but also I'm going to elaborate on the requirements of becoming part of this public practice group.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is age range. So the
Okay.
age from 13 years above can join this group. And you have to fill out an application and then sign the general rules because we don't want anyone to come and interrupt our learning process wherein we try to learn and then someone just come from nowhere and then just interrupt. No, we have a rules that drafted already that a memo have to sign in the first place, and then it will be a I will sign, and then Mr. Parker will also sign on it. So that person will have a copy, and then they are going to keep a copy
Okay.
because that, like I said, we want for everybody to take a learning path or to gain from this group. And
Okay.
then third requirement is that we're going to put together like a competition, uh,
Mm-hmm.
public speaking, yeah, competition wherein we will have in the community and then invite other people. Because if we practice, we have to show ourselves. So just to see how best, yeah, we coming uh uh growing or to overcome fear and stuff because that's one of the things that actually stopping up from moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is damaging us a lot. So we're going to have a competition in that, but it will be probably after some time, and those that interested will also sign up, yeah, for that competition.
Okay.
And then the fourth one is the payment aspect. So from 13 years to 17 is free. Yeah. So parents just need to uh bring that child or children and then fill out the application and sign the rules and stuff. And then from 18 years above is $5 per month. So this $5 is just to continue stationary and stuff to support this public speaking group. And the fifth requirement is 3%, sorry, three presenters every week. So the listener we are going to uh, give a feedback on the strengths and weaknesses of those presenters. So we are not going to appoint people, okay, you giving a presentation next week. No, people going to send in their name voluntarily, and then uh probably from Friday to Sunday, yeah, you send in your name, and then we mark you down for you to practice your communication skill. And this
Mm-hmm.
program is also good for we that in school or we that doing businesses or we that sometime do presentation, yeah, to small communities and stuff. You can come and then practice, yeah, your presentation or your communication skill, and and then get a feedback to see those area that you fall short, and then you can work on them, yeah, for your for your actual presentation, yeah, for school.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. So those of you following us, you have listened. Mr. Daba is saying here from 13 years or 17 years will be free for for kids under 18. So from 18 and older, you'll be paying $5 every month. So it's a good thing to become a public speaker because the world we live in today, if you cannot articulate yourself, you can't make it anywhere. And if you cannot make it anywhere, you are in trouble. You can learn all the book, but you have to speak it out through your mouth. So remember, information dissemination is very cardinal. And how do you disseminate information? Through so many ways, but speaking it out is very important. So, I you spoke about the whole bureaucracy around this public speaking. They'll have to be formal where uh, applicants will complete the complete application form submitted to you, and that will be approved by the president. So it's the whole administration will be involved with this whole initiatives. So now it has to do with funding in a initial stage. So how are you going to fund this thing from the beginning of it? And before you can get to the funding of it, I want to know what are your goals and objectives of these programs?
Actually, my goals are fall within the uh, due diligence of the current administration when it comes to growth and empowering our community. So, and the objective of this program is for people to be able to uh, overcome their fear, for people to be able to present themselves out there without a fear. So, but it all comes down to an individual willingness to learn. Yeah.
For that, thank you so much for that. All right, so let's talk about the funding of it. That's I asked two questions in one. So tell about the funding. How is it going to be funded?
All right. So, uh, we already have a budget. So, and we're going to work within our budget for the first, uh, for the starting part.
Mm-hmm.
And the total amount we're going to spend is less than $100. Yeah, because we need some material, yeah, for us to be able to continue this program. And afterward, we don't want to be going into the cover of LAI. No, that's why we are charging $5 per month. So uh, we'll be able to sustain ourselves from the funds that we will collect. And the fund will go directly to LAI account. It's not coming to my account, no, or coming to me, no. Nobody going to pay money to me. It's going directly to LAI because our Cultural, Religion, and Education Committee fall under LAI.
Okay.
So we're going to sustain ourselves from our $5 we're going to collect. So we are not going to go above, yeah, or buy expensive stuff. No, we will fall within our means.
All right. that's a that's a good thing. But I'm glad you stated that you're gonna go to area. But a lot of people following us here will want to know when you talk about fear, because there are so many ways people define fear in their common ways. Some people say fear is false evidence appearing real, and which of course I know it affects a lot of people when it comes to public speaking, not just the kids. Because I admire how you make this to be from 13 years to 17 years free, which of course our young children, if they get involved with it and take part into this thing, they can become better public speakers of tomorrow. But my question is that public speaking is good. And for a lot of people to get over claustrophobia, which is fear of public speaking, it's not something easy. Some people find it to be so difficult. So how are you going to encourage young people, or how are you going to incorporate fun within the public speaking that will encourage them to see it as learning at the same time playing? What are the techniques are you people going to get involved with your program?
All right. Thanks for that question. But let me bring in my story first.
Yeah, go ahead.
It took me a long period of time before I started uh, communicating in front of people. But I used to score my grade. But scoring grade is different from when it comes to presenting yourself out there.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, you can be a best A student,
mm-hmm.
but if you cannot stand in front of few people to present yourself,
Yeah.
uh, that's a setback to your career, number one,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you are in the business center. That for
Sure.
me, I'm doing accounting. So
Mm-hmm,
I should be able to uh, give a report, interpret that report in front of people. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
if I'm a controller.
It's true.
And so if I'm not able to do that, what would they do? They will replace me.
Mm-hmm,
And you see that. So uh I bring this out for people to know that there is nothing impossible. It's just about uh finding means that you will work on yourself. Practice your communication skill. Uh I think 2 to 3 years ago, I joined Toastmaster. Yeah, I used to go there and then practice my communication skill. And from there, I did a presentation in
mm-hmm,
school, easy, wherein, yeah, my professor told me that that's wonderful,
mm-hmm.
but you need to improve on this. So it's about not just taking praises all of the time,
It's true.
but be willing to take criticism sometime and then work on those. Don't take it, yeah, like, oh, yeah, the person, yeah, criticize me. No. But look at, even when the person, yeah, criticize you, but sit and look in the mirror and see and work on that is very important. Yeah. So, so to encourage those that also facing the same problem on, you need to practice. You need to come to this. It's free. Yeah, $5. whole month $5, it's not bad. Because what? If you improve your, sorry, yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
princess, yeah. When you're sleeping, okay. So I say hi. Yeah. So we have to,
Yeah, brother. All right. How are you, Jan Volule? Go ahead, Mr. Daba.
yeah, we have to improve ourselves. So one way of improving ourselves is first of all improving our communication skill. So uh our community, like those that are in our community that want to improve their communication skill, I
Mhm,
encourage you that this program is best. Because what? Uh we're going to invite other speakers in the future who will come and then talk to us on on uh on the importance of communication, and also sit in a room and see how we are going, or how we how we do our communications or speak out there, and then they're going
mhm.
to do a recommendation, yeah, to help guide this group. So the beginning will be hard, but at the end, yeah, we'll see some yeah changes. Like I said, I need more people, yeah, who will come and help me on this committee, because number one, I have a lot of activities, but still, yeah, I have to pop in, yeah, at least to make an impact in my community. Yeah, it won't always just be, oh, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. Yes, I'm busy, but I think once a while I need to pop in to make an impact. Yeah.
All right. That's good. That's good. Because you said everything that I wanted to hear. But you stress on two major points that I believe that is very important for people who want to get involved with public speaking.
What happened?
Because public speaking, number one, most people do not understand that you need to know your materials. Because if you get out to speak publicly and don't know your material, you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like a fool. So some of the things that people struggle with in knowing how to speak publicly is to know their material. They have to prepare thoroughly. So now I understand you're going to teach them how to speak publicly, but will it be some form of teaching them at least some educational issues, like maybe giving them books to read and ask them to explain those books, or what are those techniques? Because they have to exercise some patience. Because to learn to speak publicly, for me, I used to be a shy person too. Honestly, I used to be a shy person. And growing up, I used to be a shy person. One day I realized that I have to take my future into my hand. I have to speak. I have to ask for stuff. I have to go about and speak for myself and fight for myself. So now I started getting involved. I started getting engaged. I started to go to program. I have to speak. Now I remember the very day I defended my thesis. It was a setting that I wasn't familiar with. And public speaking has to do with setting that you're familiar with. If you're unfamiliar with a setting, it's not something easy. It's a real tough one because you're looking at the people you're going to meet. You don't want to make some mistakes. You want people voting you, especially your friends that are in school. And to overcome no fear, you have to know your materials, because if you know your materials, you will stick on your topic and you will keep flowing. So my question is, are there going to be some educational materials that these people who coming in for public speaking, will there be some evaluation or some in military they can call it what, aptitude tests? Read this book, explain the book, and see if you qualify to be part of this thing. How is it going to be? Or any John or Harris can just come from outside, no formal education, just say I want to learn how to speak publicly. How is it going to be?
All right, thank you, Mr. Logan. Yeah, that's a wonderful question. uh,
Yeah.
actually, like I said, we we are going to invite uh, other speakers who will attend, yeah, this group. some time,
Mm-hmm.
and then uh, watch our environment to see what we're doing best and what we need to change. And yes, we're going to probably print out some materials and stuff. Yeah, free material that will attach uh to the application
Mm-hmm.
that people can go through. Yeah, there are a lot of free materials, yeah, online that we can get from them. And see, but knowing the material is one thing, like I said, it's like a classroom.
That's it.
But standing in front of people to do that presentation, so that you can know the material. But when you stand in front of people, sometimes, yeah, it's like you know open, yeah, book at all. And see that. So that's something that we all have to experience. Yeah, I will not lie to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now you will experience it. That, oh, okay, I practiced this, or I read this, and I read this, but I'm standing in front of yeah, few people, and then my whole brain uh upside down. Is because what? That fear, yeah, make you, yeah, to forget about stuff. So the practicing aspect is essentials. Yeah. So we are going to practice. People are going to volunteer every day, yeah, say in their name. We're not going to force anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you want to improve, yeah, your communication skill, that's fine. Then you have to take that key and start your own car and be willing to drive that your car, which uh where you want it to go, that's where that car will, yeah, it will take you. So that's the same way with communication. We have to practice, 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 and then present in front of people. Yeah.
All right.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why sometimes some speakers, yeah, say, okay, practice in front of a mirror, because to get that, yeah, that way of presenting in front of people. And so we are going to learn, yeah, get a lot of resources and stuff that will support, yeah, this group, but mainly we're going to invite other speakers who will come in to help this group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
that's go
Sorry,
ahead. That's
I
good.
reached
Sorry,
out to
sorry, go
one
ahead.
speaker, but I think he has a program, yeah, but to attend. So probably it will be after, yeah, uh Friday, and then, yeah, I will schedule time with him to see if he can attend, yeah, yeah, to help us out on a Friday.
Okay, that's a good one. So this program gonna run how many days a week?
It will be every Friday.
Okay, every Friday. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
all right. It says 1 hour program.
Yes, 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're following us here, we are in contact or we are in conversation with the chairman on education, the Liberian community of Indiana. Yes, Mr. Fulula, we will open the line. We'll open the line for some questions. But if you want your question to be asked immediately and answer immediately, you can put your question in the comment section. So we are talking about public speaking. Mr. Sebastian Daba is here talking about Dumba is here talking about public speaking and try to encourage young people to learn to be public speakers. And we know claustrophobia affects up to 75% of the population to some degree. And we know some people have speech anxiety, or most people, I can say, have this issue with stage fright. Some people say, "Oh, I can speak publicly. I can speak publicly." Some people say, "But I can get on a stage to speak." Because one thing I've observed over the years is that people can stand and when they're in the noisy environment, they will speak. They will have all the talking. They will talk. But now some people will get into an environment where they have to present on the microphone, and when the voices are elevated, they get so nervous. And some people they have stage fright. They don't like microphone. You're yelling saying, "Oh, you know what? I'll prefer to turn the microphone off and speak with my natural voice than to use a microphone." I've seen that on so many occasions. So some of you who have those stage fright, who have fight speech anxiety, you can also put your question in the comment section. You can ask a question. I'll be glad to ask Mrs. Sebastian down by your question. And I know some people when they get on stage to speak, a few things happen to them. Their heart starts to beat fast. They start to sweat. They start biting their fingernails and all the kind of things. I've seen those things in real life. I've seen people who are far educated. uh, they also do those things. So if you want to know more about public speaking, if you want to learn about public speaking, Mr. Savasi Damba is also here, and he gave you some tips on that. So you can join this class is going to be coming up soon. He already discussed those things. So let's asking this easy question here. I know he said he have other people who will be coming in with some techniques and things. So my question to you is uh how do you plan to expand or grow your program in the future?
Actually, this is not my program.
It's Eddie app, but it have to live on. After
Yeah,
you
but
starting this will go as your signature project. So it has to be taken very seriously, because the reason why I say it has to be taken very seriously is what you impart into our children go with them forever. So if you decide to put in garbage, they're going to take garbage with them forever. So this is going to be your personal initiative that you turn it over to, or you pass it on to area.
yeah, this for on AI, but uh, Mr. Parker and Mr. Boyard just gave me the opportunity, yeah, to serve, and I think in doing so, I need to implement some program and stuff that will be that fall with that fall within uh the scope of the organization of or the administration. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this program for on LAI, but uh we are going to leave uh, a roadmap that
Mm-hmm.
the next person that will come should be able to follow that roadmap, but you can make some changes in it. Yeah, that you think will be best, or you can improve on it. Just like that. But this program is a continuum program,
That's the
unless
question.
the next person don't want to implement it or want to do something different. So yeah,
Yeah,
but I
that's
can assure that by the grace of God, we are going to set that foundation that we are, even myself, I'm still improving. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I will be part of it. Yeah. So I will also do a presentation as well. I will also practice my communication skill as well,
yeah.
because I fall in a gap of a business individual. So I have to uh, practice my communication skill most often. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's the question I asked, and the reason why I kept overemphasizing on academic work is because if there's no evaluation, if there's no proper evaluation, then kids gonna be making fool of themselves. Because I could hear about this program and I want to run into the program, but it's possible that I do not have a stronger foundation to partake into this program, because like I stated here from the beginning, there are some tips, there are some good things you have to learn when you want to be a public speaker. You have to know
Mhm.
your material. You have to know your material, because before you can go out to speak, you have to know what you want to say. You can't be incoherent. If you are incoherent, you may fool of yourself, because if you get to a place where they give you the microphone and the microphone have elevated your voice, now you have to be coherent. You have to know what you want to say. You have to practice relaxation technique. You have to speak and take some deep breath. You got to focus on your message, because some people get confused when they see people there and the first thing so they call your name. Oh, now welcome Philip Logan. And the whole play just gave a rising applause. Blah, 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 blah. You get confused. At that moment, you forget everything.
Yeah.
At that moment, you get so confused because it depends the setting. That's why one thing that is so good for public speakers is to familiarize yourself with the setting. When you are invited to a function to speak as a guest speaker or whatever function or whatever role you're going to be playing, if you're going to be a public speaker, you got to get there at least earlier to know your setting, know how this place look like, how many capacity, seating capacity, then who is the MC, how the audience will respond to you, because so that, those are some of the things that kick you off balance. I can say this for sure. And sometimes people who involved with telepointer, you go to do your speaking and you do not know your material. The pro you say, hey, we have a little problem. What happened? We have the software down, the computer is down, so your message will not come up. What do? You stuck.
Yeah.
So those are so many things that come with public speaking. That's why I always say to people, it's good to be a public speaker, but the first thing you need to know is your material. So my question to you: how can public speaking skills benefit kids in their academic and personal lives?
uh Actually, this program is about building a foundation. So if you want to uh dive in the direction of a public speaker,
Mm-hmm.
wherein you want to take it as a career, yes, you can start working on your skill, and then there are others great public speaking businesses out there that you can join, but you have to pay good money.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is about at least breaking that step of fear. That's the first thing for our for for everyone, not just our kids alone, no, but for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Yeah, to improve your communication skill, to be able to present yourself. Like I said, reading that one thing, it's not bad for you to jot down note and have it, yeah, with you. It's not bad. It keep you on track as well, because you can, yeah, tip and they know exactly, yeah, what your next topic is or what you want to talk about. Easy. So, this is not about training people to be uh, a public speaker to go do business out there. No, this is just a foundation, yeah, for you to grow your skill. And then if you find a public speaking as a career, then you can advance to a next level to private or apply to other public speaking group, but it require money. Like example, I think Toastmaster is probably around $50 per month. Yeah. So, but mainly is about uh improving ourselves. Yeah. Uh, to grow our communication skill. Like if you have a present or the child has a presentation in school, they come and then uh conduct, yeah, that presentation, and then the listeners going to give a feedback
Mm-hmm.
on their strength and their weaknesses. Then where in, yeah, we can probably help that child focus on their weaknesses and then work on that. So yeah.
All right, that's a good answer. That's a good answer because I know most young people these days have stage fright. And I know that's a stage fright you're gonna be trying to break. But after putting them through this session for a period of time, how will they be tested? Are they going to be going to a function, probably area function, and you introduce them and ask them to speak individually to a large gathering, or how are they going to be tested to know that you are making some progress? How will you measure your progress?
So that's why I spoke about this speaking competition within a community. But
Mhm.
we are not going to force anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people are going to be willing to join this group, number one. And then time for the competition, people are going to be willing to also participate in it. Yeah. Because we don't want to force anybody. Yeah. Put people on the wall. No. If you want to improve yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you have to come out than someone forcing you. Because when you come out, you do it at your best. Then someone, yeah, forcing, yeah, go do it. No.
Well, that
So
should
if
be that should be some tapes. So, what are those tapes that you have for kids who are nervous or hesitant about public speaking? How can you encourage them to come up? Because, by right, if I put everybody through this session and go through a long periodic session with them, they should be able to come up and individually tell me how are you doing. Then I can know who to work on and who to give more emphasis to.
yeah, but that's what we're going to practice every Friday, and people going to send in their name. Okay, I want to practice. Yeah, do this. Yeah, presentation. You send in your name when you come in, and sorry, can you check your phone? I send you some pictures. Yeah,
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay.
So
Send them.
you send your name, and then
Mhm.
you come in and do your presentation, and we are going to give you a feedback on that. Yeah, and then you can improve. Yeah, from there. But mainly, like I said, we are going to invite other uh, speakers who will come and then help us with this. And then also, we are going to have some program.
Mhm.
Probably like when you are having like a session, and probably is if someone willing, yeah, or you can send that person to be like MC
Okay.
and see there, or doing our program, yeah, we can get like a speaker within. We don't have to go pay, yeah, someone and see, but it all derive with an individual, yeah, coming up, yeah, after practicing for you to improve yourself, yeah. But for the kids part, yeah, that one we can probably, yeah, uh focus more on the kids that want to improve. Yeah, you can focus on them. Yeah. But that's why I said I name people on board because no one can do this. Yeah. I will try my best, but I need some, yeah, some manpower on board.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So those who will be qualified to impart knowledge into our children when it comes to public speaking, how would they be evaluated? What are those specific skill set that you looking for someone to become one of those people who will help to pass on knowledge to the younger generation?
Are you talking about within our community or the
It could
speakers
be
that
so you're getting speakers from outside the community, or you are encouraging speakers from the community as well.
no outside? Yeah, outside.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I spoke with someone, but because he has a program, yeah, on Friday. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, he been
Okay.
speaker I think for 20 years. So yeah. So he has
Okay.
a great experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
I
good.
need people, yeah, in the community, yeah, at least yeah, to help with running the activity of the committee as well. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So you only need them to run the committee, but not for public speaking.
No, part of it include the public speaking, like going there and then yeah, setting it up and making sure that uh those that want to present, yeah, make
Hmm.
sure that we're checking on them or making sure that they coming on time and well dressed. Yeah. So those kind of stuff, yeah, we're going to work on it. Yeah.
All right. So the person who you have coming in, tell about the speakers, some of the speakers you have, and where are they
Uh
from?
Uh, he from Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna call his name because yeah, yeah, he not giving me the permission to do so.
No,
But
go ahead. You good?
mhm, but he has experience in
And
public speaking for
what's
20
his
years.
nationality?
American.
Okay, American.
Yeah.
And that's just him?
Mhm.
That's just him, or you have another Liberian to be part of it? Because the reason why I'm asking, I'm trying to see that you could make a mix because, like my son is in North Central High School. He's a
Mhm.
Liberian, and you know how the Americans speak. We see the Americans speak more faster, and sometimes when they're speaking, what we call series, I call this standard English. Our children do not understand those things well. So you would need a Liberian speaker who would better allow them to be more comfortable and to understand the materials compared to someone who's just going to speak series all throughout the session. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, but you see, that's part of a learning process.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you don't uh understand, you ask questions. So I don't think that just series alone. No.
Yeah, because I know what I'm saying. Yeah.
but here's the thing. If we
Mhm.
have someone in the community that knows how about public speaking, yeah.
Mhm.
But we can use them, yeah, to come and tell us about, yeah, and just sit in a room and look, yeah, how we're going to perform and then just give a recommendation. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, but uh we have to improve. We in America, we are not
Mhm.
in Liberia. So I think our ears have to get yeah used to series because yeah
Okay,
where
that's good.
people
So,
yeah teaching also.
all right. So we have Mr. Sebastian Darbo today here. He's the chairman on the education committee at the Liberian Association of Indiana. So if you're just joining us here on the Logan side, we're going to take a short intro again and be back.
What's the time? Oh,
All
seven
right.
thirty.
So, Sebastian
Yeah.
Daba, it was a pleasure having you here today. So, for those of you following us, if you love to ask question, we're going to give you the next 2 minutes to ask question or put your comment as well. If you want to ask question, you can call on 401-359-5072 to ask your question, or you can also send your text, and we will also read your text to the chairman on education committee. So the number is 401-359-5072. So if
uh
there's Mhm.
sorry, Mr. Looking, yeah, finish.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to also go over yeah the LAI graduate uh certificate program.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you that question. Say I want to ask you. I say if there anything coming up, you can go ahead and also talk about
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, thank you. Uh, it will be December 14, 11:30 a.m. So I would appreciate if parents or graduates can start sending in their name so we can start designing uh, those yeah, certificate. The reason why I changed it this year because last year when we had a program, we had a lot of people still graduating, yeah, before or after May. So uh, that's the reason why, yeah, I spoke, yeah, with Mr. Parker that I'm
Mhm.
going to move it to the end of the year. I need to, yeah, uh, capture all those graduates within a year, then to get someone certificate, yeah, they graduated this year and then getting a certificate in next year. So, please send in your name or your kids or your children name as soon as possible, please. Yeah.
All
Thank you,
right.
Mr.
So thank you so much for that quick info. So You talk about they have the program coming up about graduation. Usually in the Liberian community, the community go out to appreciate newly graduates every year. So high school, college graduates, they'll be giving us certificates for graduates coming up in 2024. The date and time will be December 14, 2024 at 11:30 a.m. And the venue going to be at 55 South State Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana 46201. So get ready for that. Send your name in. If you do not send your name in, you ain't going to be part of anything. So, Mr. Daba, is there anything else you want to add? If not, then you can give your part in. I would appreciate it.
Uh, First of all, I want to say thank you, Mr. Logan, for giving me your platform or to talk about AI activities, and I appreciate. And I just want to encourage our community that uh, we can move forward and we can do better for ourselves here, and then probably make an impact back home. So
I
make
think I
you
have I have Mr. Yan Folule. Let's hear what Mr. Yan Folule say.
Mr. Yeah.
Mr. Folule, go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Logan, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Donald in studio. How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I just want to, contribute to what he's talking about. Public speaking is something very much important in our day-to-day life, our professional life, and our personal life as well. As long as you find yourself in this country and you want to become someone tomorrow, you have to have that foundation. And I want to commend Mr. Doma for taking on that initiative to engage our kids on such a great initiative. And I hope, it is my hope that our parents in this community, all parents in the community will look into that direction. As a manager and as someone who manage people at work, and also within the community and community service, you have to have that strong foundations of public speaking. Like you rightly said, there are phobia, that take over people when you appear in front of people to talk. Even you conducting a meeting, your professional life is, so long you're working and you want to get promoted at work, and all is don't you don't have to appear in a auditorium with a large group of people before you think that, oh, this is a public speaking. You conducting a meeting with 5, 6, 7 people is part of public speaking. You controlling people is part of public speaking, and you have to have that confidence in yourself to be able to have control over your words and your demeanor, your whatever you want to present to people, to have control over it. You have to have that foundation. And I want to commend Mr. Doma so much for such an initiative, and the words are out there now within our community that LAI is taking such an initiative and to engage our children. This is a great, 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 great things that parents should take advantage of, and enroll their children into it. Now, Mr. Doma, my recommendation is since if the children enroll into this program, you should be able to not, they should not be waiting it. Give them an assignment like they in school. Give them an assignment every week. You will speak. Not that, oh, I saying your name waiting there to practice. No, you, as long as they enroll into the program, that automatically means that they want to learn. So you now that training them, you have to give them a responsibility. Give them, give responsibility out. Don't let them to waiting to come out. If you say, oh, I will wait for people to waiting to come out to speak or to practice, trust me, you will not get nobody.
Yeah.
If you dedicate that responsibility, you will get what you want from out of them. So every Friday, like you said, hey, if that my son here, you speaking on this topic on Friday. and I want you to practice that topic, and you will be presenting on Friday on this topic for 30 minutes. You will be speaking on this topic. Yeah. Like that, you dedicate, and they will be serious. Now they in their head that, oh, Friday when I appear over there, that means I'm speaking. I have to practice. Instead of, oh, they should willingly enroll. So that's my recommendation. It is a great thing, and I pray that our parents take advantage of it and enroll their kids into it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jan Vodule, one of the astute community member of the Indiana community. So, Mr. Daba, get your party quick already. 7:50.
Yeah, 7:50. Yeah, 10 minutes to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, Mr. Logan, and also I want to say thank you to Jan Vodule as well. Yeah, for that for recommendation. Like I said, it all comes down to people coming on board, to help me, because by taking care of kids, yeah, we know how difficult it is. So one person, but when it's a challenge to me, and I will find ways to handle that, by the grace of God. So but thanks a lot, Mr. Logan, and greet your family, for me, and have a blessed night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Savazin Daba. So it was nice having Mr. Savazin Daba in our studio here today. So we want to say to the Liberian community of Indiana, he's trying to introduce speaking session for our young people, and not just the young people, because he said from what's the ages range again? From 13 to 17 years is free. From 18 and older, you're going to pay $5 every month. So that's reasonable. So get your children ready to get involved with these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful programs that have been initiated in our Liberian community. So again, I want to say to you all, it was nice seeing you again after some time. And I will be back here on Thursday. I promise I'll be back here on Thursday. So until we meet again, I want to say, don't forget, we have our own sister, our mother, our auntie. Her funeral will be coming up, and her funeral will be a wake keeping will be on Friday, September 6, 2024, at 5:00 p.m., 5 to 8. And the funeral service will be on Saturday, September 7, 10:00 a.m. to 12:00 p.m. And the repast will be 1:00 p.m. All will be at the very same location. So you need to stress yourself to go here and go there. All be right in the same location. So I want to say thanks to everyone. Thanks to Mr. Savazin Daba. Thanks to all of you who follow us today. And we are grateful. Until we meet again, I want to say thank you so much. And have yourself a good evening. Don't forget, I will be back. And I have interesting things to go about. So I'm gonna see you guys again Thursday. Bye bye for now.